So welcome to Hopethiopia Reforestation Nursery in Ethiopia, Harbor project in Soda Warada. This is a project that we've been running since about 2011, and we have just installed the very first solar irrigation system, which will free up a lot of time of our workers to be able to concentrate on other activities. This project was partially funded through the Fig Tree Foundation in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We're very happy to be able to do this pilot project. It will serve as a model project for the country and show what is possible with new technologies. Hopethiopia is a not-for-profit organization in Canada. We've been working with Fig Tree for many years. We had an excellent relationship, and they decided to help us out by funding part of this project, and it has become very successful. And in spite of all the challenges we faced during COVID, with supply chain management, with even unrest in the country, we're able to complete this project even ahead of schedule. So it is now operating, and we are learning how to incorporate this into our program, work with our teams, and make it successful so we can actually grow more trees more efficiently. The project, you can see there are two solar array systems. This upper system here is to power a irrigation system, a pressurized system for micro sprinklers. You can see all these micro sprinklers in the ground in all the different beds. And lower down here, you can see close to the river is a second solar array. That is for pumping water from the river up into this large reservoir tank to provide water for the irrigation system. This is some of our reforestation team. We have 15 or so workers that work at the reforestation nursery, weeding, making the plastic pots, and doing all sorts of things. They've been with us for many years, and so of course bringing the solar system is going to free up their time for other activities, but they are very friendly, very nice, and they all work together in harmony, and they do an excellent job greening up their environment, helping up with the environmental programs that especially are so important for the country to restore the biodiversity in a highly deforested environment, but making great progress. So when we're not doing watering or weeding, we're making these pots. Hundreds and thousands of these little plastic pots. After letting the little seedling pot grow for a while, you can see these are the seedlings we end up with, and might be rooted into the ground, but here you have a nice little package ready to plant into the ground, ready for the reforestation season, which is between middle of July and middle of September. So I've got Taye, he's one of our reforestation workers. He is also going to demonstrate the best way to do it because he's been doing this for ages. And Taye would be doing this with his team, watering constantly, many times, all the different rows, because we've got different zones all over the place. Galatoma Taye. Galatoma. One of the zones we have with the micro sprinklers are all going right now, and you can see we have different beds that go up the hill and different beds that go down the hill. All the micro sprinklers are operating on this zone at the moment, and things are running well. These are 360-degree sprinklers, so they're kind of watering an area of a number of seedlings. When you do a project like this, you do learn lots of things, so trying to incorporate a brand new system within your existing team that's been here a long time does take some time of education and even a little bit of resistance at the beginning because they're used to using watering cans, and now it's a little hard to understand hitting a switch. Also, this is a direct system. It's direct sunlight to power for project. However, what happens when we have a lot of cloud, efficiencies of the solar system go down, and so it doesn't pump as well. So we have to look at options. So now we're working with the engineering team to come up with some battery backup systems so that we can actually provide consistent power for the irrigation times. And so we're looking at some battery backup for the pumping system below here, as well as battery backup for the actual pressurized irrigation system here. So there'll be lots of other lessons that we'll learn down the line, but the project is up and running, it's doing very well, and we're actually very excited for the future. Not only have we installed the system, now we are looking at expanding the project, because In fact, we only need irrigation in the morning and the afternoon at certain times. So now we have excess power that we could store and use for other things. So the guards who live in this guardhouse have asked us for lighting. They've asked us for charging stations for their mobile phones. We could actually think about also installing some lighting on the outside of this compound for students to study in the evening, even maybe a integrated Wi-Fi network to help them with their education. So I would, on behalf of Hopethiopia, like to extend our gratitude to Fig Tree Foundation for their support in this project. It will pay big dividends down the line, and I'm sure there'll be many other projects that will follow us in a similar vein. So a great big thanks to Christoph and the whole team for their encouragement, even during some tough times. We've learned a lot through this, and there's a lot more to go, and our team here in Ethiopia is very excited about this project, as well as many of the different people within the zone, the region, and so it's a great initiative.